Okay, so let's take a look at this resistive circuit with three resistors and a voltage source. It says applying voltage divider and equivalent resistance concepts, calculate the voltage across this top 2 kilo ohm resistor. So that's our goal, is to find the voltage across this resistor. Now, taking a look at this circuit, we see that we cannot currently directly apply voltage divider because not all the resistors on this circuit are actually in series. So first, let's take a look here. I see that this 40 kilo ohm resistor and that 10 kilo ohm resistor are actually in parallel to each other. So if we apply parallel resistors concepts, it says the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of these resistance. So essentially, if you go back and look at the equivalent resistance notes, you'll find that when two resistors are in parallel to each other, that equivalent resistance can be simplified as being product of those two resistance divided by their sum. So resistance, so this purple box for 40 kilo ohm and 10 kilo ohm, basically the equivalent version of that resistance is 40 times 10 divided by 40 plus 10. So since both of these are in kilo ohms, we can just leave them as 40 and 10, and they work out just fine. So the equivalent resistance in this case is going to be 400 on the top, 50 on the bottom, which leads me to 8 kilo ohms. So here's my 8 kilo ohm resistor. So with this 8 kilo ohm resistor now, I can look at this circuit, and I see that both these 2 kilo ohm and 8 kilo ohm resistors are actually in series with each other, because the current coming out of this voltage source is going to go through that 2 kilo ohm resistor and then go through that 8 kilo ohm equivalent resistance and then go back to the source. So in other words, this 2 kilo ohm and this 8 kilo ohm resistor are actually in series with each other. We can now apply the voltage divider formula to find out the voltage here. So if I look at this, we know that the voltage divider says that the voltage 10 volt from the source will divide proportionally between this 2 kilo ohm and the 8 kilo ohm resistor. Majority of this voltage is going to go on the 8 kilo ohm, and the minority of that voltage is going to go on the 2 kilo ohm resistance. So according to the voltage divider formula, if I want to find out the voltage across this 2 kilo ohm resistor when everything is in series, then it's simply the ratio of 2 kilo ohm and the sum of the overall resistor here, so 2 and 8. So 2 divided by 2 divided by 2 plus 8 times the overall voltage I'm looking at, 10. So which leads me to the voltage across the 2 kilo ohm resistor to be 2 over 10 times 10, which leads me to 2 volts.